I split it down the line, man. 50-50, just like I said. All the money's on our killer.
I bet.
Hello there guys, welcome back into yet another review with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron.
My name's Craig.
And it's great to have you guys sitting at home watching this review with us of a new pre-workout, as you would have seen in the title and of course the thumbnail. And it comes in the product from Apollon Nutrition, brand of the year 21, maybe 22 at this rate. We have their new pre-workout called
Assassin Lionheart, and it says Ultimate Combat Athletes Pre-Workout, maximise performance, increase endurance and extended energy. And we're going to be covering all those usuals, right?
Yeah, the taste, the price, the label and the effects, and to determine whether those features are correct or not, we're going to find out whether it's the next pre-workout you decide to pick up in your ultimate fitness goals here at Review Bros. Let's not keep you waiting. Let's get into Lionheart.
Yay! And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, tick the bell icon, give the video a like, let us know your thoughts on this product and anything else you want to see us review.
Let's do this. Hello there, we are into the first segment of our reviews, and that's arguably the least important. That's the taste and the mixability. But where there's so much choice on the market, guys, you know that drill. It is of some relevant importance. And we're hoping for good things here, as it comes in two different flavours, doesn't it? What does it come in?
It comes in Green Devil, which is the one we have got.
And it also comes in one called Blue Devil. So I actually am not too familiar with what they're supposed to taste like. I've been using this over the last few days. You used it yesterday, you're going to use it again today. But for the sake of the camera, we're going to pretend it's our first time.
I like it.
It's not bad at all, is it?
Definitely apple vibes, right?
Definitely. It's got a bit of a floral taste to it as well, to me. Yeah, when I first tried it, it was a bit like green apple and flowers or something like that. So I think it's... You see what I mean?
Yeah, it's unique though.
It is unique. I do like it. I think if I had my time again, I'd get the Blue Devil. Reason being is Herbert here in the UK, he said that's 10 out of 10.
But this... that's raspberry flavour.
I don't know. I don't know, you know. I really don't. You comment below. What do you think Blue Devil could be? What do you give this one out of 10, though?
What's the mixability like?
Respectable. It never looks great in these glasses, but yeah. I've been using it, honestly. There's a couple of bits on the bottom. I would call it average mixability. I wouldn't say it's better than normal. I wouldn't say it was worse than normal. That's the truth.
It's quite a big scoop as well, to be fair to it.
Yeah, 19 Gs. Let's do a score out of 10 then. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, 8.5
out of 10.
Yeah.
It's good. And if the other one's even better, then yeah, we're looking at seriously.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. And it's a big improvement on some of the Apollon flavours of past.
Yeah.
They don't get me wrong, they are getting a lot better now, aren't they?
Definitely,
but
yeah. This is possibly my favourite Apollon flavour.
Good start to the review. Let's move into the price. We are into the price of said product, guys. How much is it going to cost you in 2022? Is it going to break the bank? Well, we're going to start off with Craig's segment, which is for you USA guys out there.
USA guys, head over to apollonnutrition.com where you can use our discount code RB15. We'll knock the price of this 40/20 serving tub down to $50.95 or $2.54 per serving. And that would fall to a 3 out of 10 on our price scale. So definitely more expensive than average. It is a premium product. It's one of those Ferrari analogies, isn't it? Aaron, take it away.
We will do indeed. So, UK guys, You know the drill, unique health supplements. The links to both of these places will be in the description below. Very soon to be taken over by Apollon Nutrition UK. Do follow their Instagram page. And it was actually them who were kind enough to send us this tub down for this honest review. I can tell you we have a new discount code that works on any of the Apollon products there of Review Bros 15. Knocks 15% off of this container, dropping it down to £46.74 Great British Sterling. And as Craig mentioned, a 20 serving container. We always go by that maximum dosage, so we're getting 20 real, genuine, all-in servings, and it will cost you £2.33. And unfortunately, where this is manufactured over in the USA, we do get the short stick here, and we do have to pay a bit more for the customs, import fees, shipping, all of the rest of it. So it unfortunately comes out at a 0.5 out of 10 on our consistent price and scale. So yes, it's definitely more expensive than an average product, but we've always said it before, and we'll say it again today. You're getting more than an average product a lot of the time with Apollon Nutrition, so therefore you are going to be paying a bit more. We're here to determine whether that's worth that price or not as we move into the label, and then obviously primarily the effects. Let's get into it.
We're into that label, aren't we? Are you going to be kicking people's butts on this pre-workout? It's something actually worth noting. This is technically Kumite V2, actually.
That's very right. And if you don't remember, Kumite was a pill form product by Apollon Nutrition some time ago that was primarily there for endurance. Kumite from obviously blood sport, you know, it's for the fighters, the MMA fighters, mixed martial arts, MMA, you know, I'll say that again, boxing,
any endurance-based
football, anything. And we get actually, I do want to actually touch on something. We get a hell of a lot of comments from people who are like, I do CrossFit, I do boxing, I do football training.
Yeah.
What pre-workout can I use? And honestly, 99.9% of pre-workouts out there, I'll be honest with you, are not really applicable for anything other than weight training. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Because you don't want pumps necessarily. You don't want high caffeine or high stimulatory effects, you know, high heart rate, just for cardio, just for fighting, just for sports. So that's my personal opinion. This might be one of those perfect pre-workouts for you.
Yeah, so as Aaron touched on, the label, we reflect those things. So let's move into it. So beta-alanine, we've got 3.2 grams.
Clinical dosage, it's that itchy, tingly, paresthesia type ingredient that also does help with endurance once you've taken it for enough days in a row.
Nice. Taurine, 2 grams.
Hydration and electrolyte balance is double the normal dose. We will take it.
Tyrosine, 2 grams.
Focus and concentration amino acid to get you in the zone.
Pico 2, 2 grams.
Really good dose of Pico 2 there. We normally only see it quite a bit lower, don't we?
Only a gram normally.
Which is for oxygen uptake and more endurance.
Lovely. Then we've got betaine nitrate, NOT3, 2 grams. Betaine anhydrous, 1.25 grams.
Which are jack of all trade ingredients. I do enjoy the nitrate version here. So we're getting above and beyond the clinical dosage overall. It's going to help with endurance. Nice. It's going to help with pumps. It's going to help you with everything.
Nice. Improved blood flow time. Then we've got coconut water, a gram.
Which again, double what we've seen before as far as memory recalls. Hydration. It's going to help you hyperhydrate those cells.
Nice. And then we move into alpha GPC at 600 milligrams.
Nice. Choline type for focus and concentration. It's going to synergize nicely with the L-tyrosine to get you tunnel visioned.
In the zone. Then we've got caffeine anhydrous at 200 milligrams.
Nice. I like to see a lower caffeine dosage than normal. It's still going to give you a couple of coffees worth of energy, guys, and ample for training of those sort of natures, shall we say.
Indeed, sweet spot. Then we've got theobromine at 200 milligrams again.
Nice, which helps with mood elevation, concentration, a bit more of a stimulatory effect. We'll take it, won't we?
Yeah, nice and smooth. And then we've got Elevate ATP, registered ingredient, 150 milligrams.
Nice, even more. Some more oxygen uptake. It's quite similar to the Pico 2 as mentioned beforehand. Yeah, love it.
Performance endurance time. Then we have dicaffeine malate, 100 milligrams, yielding 75 of caffeine.
Yeah, so we're only getting up to about 275 caffeine in this product, which is again really nice for the sports I mentioned earlier before this label section. It's going to digest a little bit slower than the caffeine anhydrous, thus giving you a smooth energy ride throughout your training sessions.
Good stuff. Then we've got coffee berry, a registered ingredient at 100 milligrams.
Which does have some stimulatory properties, but we're here mostly for its focus benefits. Its clarity, its coordination.
Nice. Synactive, 100 milligrams.
Which is for endurance. It's also for recovery, which is very important. after some of these sports.
Yeah, lovely. It looks like double the normal dose as well, so we'll take that. Then we've got Astrogen at 50 milligrams.
Which is going to help you digest these ingredients, guys. It's going to get into the system as efficiently as possible. Always very important when we're concerned in pre-workouts, which you normally only take about 30 minutes before this exercise, so you need it to work. And especially with some of those sports, you don't want to be running around with a full stomach of undigested pre-workout ingredients, do you?
Yeah, pulling it out. So that's a nice maxed out label, hitting all of the vectors that we really want for what it's aiming to do. Like Aaron mentioned, lower stim, lower pump. How's it going to perform?
Let's find out. We are here, the effects. The most important part of this and any other review. It's the reason why you guys will decide to buy or to ditch these pre-workouts. And we're going to give it to you 100% honest, as we always do. Now, I've got to start off by saying I freaking love this product. It is good for a multitude of reasons that we're going to get into. Beta-alanine being the first one, because it's the first thing that kicks in the pre-workout. Tell them.
It kicks in strong. I'd say 8 out of 10 on the tingle scale, right? So it sets the tone, it gives you that sense of urgency. You want to get moving, say 10-15 minutes after drinking this pre-workout. It's always a thumbs up from us.
Absolutely, guys. And actually, let's just jump straight in the deep end. You guys may be thinking this is a weak product because of a lower caffeine dosage than obviously Hooligan, Assassin, etc. But it feels stronger than it looks. It's quite deceiving, and actually this pre-workout is beautiful. It really is. And I'm going to be honest, I'm at the stage of the game now where I've had these pre-workouts for a long time, and I'm appreciating ones like this, the daily drivers that hit every area perfectly. For me, I'll be honest, if I had the choice between this and Assassin and Hooligan, I would choose this now. I just would. Don't get me wrong, the other two that I've mentioned are fantastic products, but I couldn't use them on a daily basis now. I just couldn't. That's the truth. I don't necessarily want 600 caffeine. I don't. I just don't. This one is beautiful. It's perfect energy for me.
Yeah, sweet spot. The only thing you might want to add to it is, you know, stack it with Bloody Hell, stack it with, what's that one you review? Bloodsport.
Bloodsport, the unflavoured pump formula from these guys. But we'll talk about the pumps being their weakest element, but still...
Yeah, we wouldn't necessarily want to say weak in a bad way. I mean, they've purposely not tried to make it the pumpiest thing in the world. You've got the nitrates in there, you've got the betaine, you know, for the osmolytation. So you definitely can work up the pumps with that mind-muscle connection, with that endurance, which we would argue is the standout factor, right?
The endurance is amazing. Now, why don't they put pump ingredients in there? It's for the endurance athletes. It's for the MMA fighters, the boxers, the footballers, the rugby players, you know, all of them, all the endurance type events. They don't want pumps because pumps are a hindrance. You're correct, Craig.
Very much indeed.
But if you are using it from a bodybuilding perspective and looking to get pumps, I still got pumped on it. And I think that's for a few reasons. As Craig mentioned, betaine, the nitrates, the mind to muscle connection that those nootropic ingredients, the alpha GPC, the L-tyrosine, it gets you in the zone and it gets you pumped. And yeah, it's good. It's a freaking good product. Energy, as I mentioned, it's not a stim junkie product. Come on, let's be realistic. If you want that, they do have Hooligan, and even more so, they have Assassin and Double Impact and Time Cop and other pre-workouts. But this one is something I would be so happy to use every day. Like, really, I would. What else are we looking for?
Well, I think we've discussed it all, haven't we, really? There's no negatives to it, which is always a thumbs up from us. So it genuinely is something you could take daily without any things to be concerned about. No missing meals, no jitters, no keeping you up all night, no feeling horrendous on it. So that's always a thumbs up. So it ticks all the boxes.
Its endurance is its standout. We don't want to leave the gym. And that's, guys, please bear in mind, 275 caffeine. It does the job. It really does. I feel happy on this stuff. I'm not sure if the mood elevation factors from theobromine and other bits. I feel happy on this stuff. Like, genuinely, I love training on it. I've used it, like, honestly, like 5 or 6 times since I got it. And we don't often use pre-workouts quite that much because we've got such a fast, high turnaround of products and a backlog of 6 months.
Yeah.
But this is, I'm honest, for me, my favourite Apollon pre-workout so far because of its characteristics of being a nice daily driver that has very good endurance, very good mood elevation, you know, it's not missing anything, and it comes with no negatives either. It's, for me, it's perfect.
And it sounds funny to say because we're obviously bodybuilders, so it doesn't address the pump element for us. So you could be like, oh, well, we don't do the MMA, the boxing, all that endurance type stuff. But like we touched on, you do still get pumped from it for all the reasons explained. And if you want to, you can stack on the pump products to maximise that element if you want to.
I did that. I stacked on bloody hell the pills, and it was silly. It was silly pumps, like 10 out of 10 pumps. Without them, it's still like a 7 out of 10 on the pumps. It really is. Beta alanine, as you mentioned, 8 out of 10 for you. For me, it was even more, probably like a 9 out of 10. So, yeah, it's just a smooth ride. I could go and train again right now. It holds its own against the bigger body parts as well, the back and the leg days, because of that endurance factor. It's just a good product, a very, very, very good product, a mature product. It's just honestly very, very good.
Yeah, I would say that training on this, you just feel like you're smashing PBs, you get more reps than you otherwise would, you're taking less rest time because you feel like you've got tons of endurance and energy.
Heart rate doesn't go up too much, your oxygen intake seems good, never felt out of breath on it. It's just so good. I'd like to keep using it and actually find out about that recovery aspect from the Senactive, but I can imagine it'll be good because it's delivering everything you need. It's a good product. Unique. Very unique.
Yeah, definitely.
As I mentioned, anyone could use it. Anyone.
Beginners, yeah, absolutely fine. It's so smooth. There's no like sense of absolute... bleh.
Energy's just a smooth train. No crash at the end. It lasts 3 hours and after that it's sort of out of your system but in a nice come down way. Yeah. It's just, honestly, this is the truth, as I mentioned at the beginning of this effects section. If you gave me this, Hooligan or Assassin, what one would I honestly choose now? It would be this one. And don't get me wrong, Hooligan and Assassin are amazing products and they're probably more fun, but because they're more fun and more potent, more powerful, you can't use them on a daily. At least I can't anymore.
Exactly, yeah. We're starting to really like these ones that you can use more often and feel really healthy on.
So what would I give it? I genuinely would give it a 10 out of 10 for the factors it's used for. Stim Junkies, again, I'm honest, it probably wouldn't cut it for you because it's not, it's
not designed for you. And like you said, they look at the regular Assassin and the Hooligan if they want that sort of thing.
Yeah. This is their first daily driver, everyday style pre-workout that has intentions towards endurance, focus, recovery, etc., etc. So I love it. I really do enjoy it. I'd be very, 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 very happy to use this going forth and after using it for this review, genuinely. So if that sounds right for you, do go on and check it out. You won't regret it, will you?
No, yeah. One of our favourites, if not our favourite Apollon product, so.
Go get yourself some Lionheart. Appreciate you watching, as always.
Stay
Stimmed and enduring.